One of the curiosities I had going to school here at Niagara County Community College was the discovery I made in the course of my studies that there were houses and farmhouses here, along with tilling fields and so forth. And that up until the late 60s, early 70s, these houses stood here. And they stood fairly late, up until 73, 74. The last structures weren't really gone until about that time. Here is the site of one of those houses. This is off of Town Line Road, basically, between Lewiston on that side and the town of Cambria over here. And just inside of Cambria and at the northwest part of the campus is this site. This site held a house. These lilac trees certainly didn't come here at random. They were planted here long ago, as was the pine tree there. Yeah, so, and maybe a couple of those back there is an old orchard tree there. That didn't get there on its own either. These are things already growing here at the time the house was torn down. Now I want to point out what's left. Ain't much left, of course, but you see this bit of foundation right here. It's concrete wall, or footing, runs right up to what must have been the stairs. Here's another chunk of rock and formed concrete right there. This is the kind of amateur archaeology I do, you know, in a way. I mean, I sort of like to see at least what's left on the surface. This is a pipe, possibly connecting gas, electric, probably just electric, from the road or to some other facility. Here we have stonework right here, fitted stones. The kind of stonework that makes for a foundation is a stone right here, next to some poured concrete there, formed another stone. So this is part of the foundation of the building. Now the building probably dated to, 1870s, maybe 1880s. Here's the main find, if you will. Look at all that. This is part of the foundation here. You can see some formed concrete and interlaced with stone that has been laid here. This is field stone. This is local stone. This is locally made concrete. And you can tell that this sort of formation probably goes all the way up to about in there. And the house itself stood right here according to the aerial photos. And look at the lilies too. A lot of the time now I tend to find those in clusters where there happened to be a house from before. So oftentimes the trees and the lilies stay to basically, if you will, memorialize what used to be here. That was somebody's backyard right there. Now it's a purposed meadow, basically, according to EPA guidelines when it comes to, you know, maintaining property. And it's less for the guys to have to mow too. Here's the back of the two lilac bushes in front here. And the pine that grew also as ornamentation to a front yard that no longer exists. And a driveway that led out from about right here straight to the road there. So, yes, it's not a, you know, the most spectacular thing you'd ever see, but it's just one little bit of history, one little bit of archaeology, if you will, that could be explored more. Here's some more of the foundation. There's some more poured concrete indicating something that stood here. You might have had a stairway or something that extended out this way, or something along those lines, right? And then the house itself standing right in this area here. And according to aerial photographs taken in the 60s and 30s, we know that much, that it stood right here on this rise. So next time you're attending the college, and of course everybody's got things to do and to attend to, take a walk around a little bit, safely of course, out this way, and take note of these things, because this is history at home.